On the news tonight, security situation Buhari Area Council calm as normal schools activities continue uninterrupted. More than 96,000 FCT residents have taken the coronavirus vaccine. And Islamic cleric enjoins Muslims to use the last days of Ramadan to pray for national peace. Good evening. This is a news at 7 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I am Aisha Uba Ali. During the week, residents of Buhari Area Council were thrown into panic when a caravan of migrating herdsmen arrived on camels and donkey backs with their large herds of cattle. Correspondent Hadiza Godwin-Ebune reports that although activities in Buhari town has continued uninterrupted and residents are in peace, the aftershock of the incident and the fear of the unknown forced one private tertiary institution to lock down as precaution while other schools are in session.
While it is not uncommon for nomadic herdsmen to migrate in large numbers, residents became apprehensive when rumor went to town about an impending invasion as herders were sighted in large numbers in Buhari Area Council. Some said the sight of the migrating caravan was intimidating. Other than that, they said there's nothing. At the law school, lectures are ongoing.
We're working on our security is intact. I've been here this morning with the Chief Security Officer of the school, reviewing issues. But so far, so good. The school has not been shut. Lectures are going on. Staff are all in their respective offices. We've been in the office since 8 a.m.
Among many private tertiary institution students have been asked to go home and continue lectures online. Concerned parents have already swung into action as schools and parents are already working with security agencies to safeguard schools.
The whole thing what I had was, it was a rule. I had a meeting with the DPO day before yesterday when we had the issue. I went to meet him. I met him, he told me it was herders that are migrating. That migration was what brought about this issue of, when you see them in their flocks, in their herds, moving, thousands, people will be scared.
That is closing down in the Buhari Area Council. Yesterday we go around to find out maybe some schools are locked, and every one of them are open. There is nothing, no school that is locked, no school.
Apart from private businesses, government offices are also open. Most people have already put the incident behind them. Hadiza Godwin-Ebune, NTA News.
Living a healthy lifestyle through intensive physical fitness exercise is the major process for people battling with obesity. This was made known at a book launch to mark Ibn Oluo's Ibibo's 50th birthday in Abuja. Aisha Bashir reports.
The power of literature in effecting societal change cannot be overemphasized, and for these, Nigerians gathered to witness the power of determination, discipline and consistency as Mrs. Ebunolowo Ibibo unveiled her books to impact fitness and healthy living, especially amongst the middle-aged.
I was face to face with death or living, so I was compelled to make that choice of living my sedentary lifestyle, and that was how I started fitness. Within 2 weeks, I noticed that I could walk further and the panting was reduced. So I began to tell myself that, look, Ebon, you can do this.
The two books titled Fitness Gains for 50 and Forward and 50 Golden Nuggets from the Golden Lady were launched to inspire weight loss through intensive proper dieting and exercising.
I'm a witness to a transformation for being an obese person to somebody who has now come to be a fitness coach.
She took a decision, a life-changing decision, to do something about her weight. And that's what she has done in the last 2 years.
The book reviewer and other dignitaries are urging Nigerians to embrace a healthy lifestyle in order to reduce the high level of health issues. The book launch coincided with the author's 50th birthday anniversary. Aisha Bashir, NTA News.
Still on health, more than 96,000 residents of the FCT have taken the coronavirus vaccination as at 6th of May 2021. This was disclosed by the Acting Executive Secretary, FCT Primary Health Care Board, Dr. Iwot Ndayo, at the Sensitization and Mobilization Workshop on COVID-19 vaccination organized by the board. Asabita Nemo Williams has the details.
Continuous use of hand sanitizers and regular hand washing, even after taking the second jab of the COVID-19 vaccine, are still being emphasized by health experts as sure ways of staying healthy and safe from all forms of viruses.
If you exist in a community and you have refused to participate in what is good for your health and the health of your neighbor, you become a risk, not only to yourself but to all the people in the community. And just as I said in my opening remarks, that we need at least 7 out of 10 people in every community, every settlement to be vaccinated, for the community to be seen as being ready and equipped to withstand the effect of the SARS-CoV-2, which is the virus causing the COVID-19.
Officials of the Primary Healthcare Board reiterate the need for media involvement in disseminating information to the general public as regard the COVID-19 vaccine and its importance.
We still have some large numbers of people out there that are skeptical and they are not yet convinced that they have to take this vaccine. And we are looking at a situation whereby the larger the number that takes this vaccine, the more the entire FCT will be protected against this disease.
They are calling on all residents of the Federal Capital Territory, especially frontline workers, to take the COVID-19 vaccine in order to curtail the spread of the virus. Asabita Nemo Williams, NTA News.
And figures from the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as at 6th May 2021, indicates 2 new cases of COVID-19 in the Federal Capital Territory, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 19,812, while active cases stand at 547, and the number of discharged cases in the territory put at 19,099, with 166 deaths recorded so far in the FCT. The FCT Police Command has declared one Nimota Pascaline Olatunde, a female student of Cedar Secondary School, Biajin, Mason. Nimota Pascaline Olatunde is 15 years old, 5.5 feet tall, and dark in complexion. A statement signed by the Divisional Police Officer Biajin Kubwa, CSP Yakubu Sule, says Nimota speaks English and Yoruba language fluently. It further stated she left home on the 28th of April 2021 at about 2 p.m. in the afternoon on domestic errands and has since not returned home. The police is soliciting the assistance of members of the public to locate the whereabouts of Nimota. It further enjoins anyone with useful information to report to the nearest police station. An encounter with Laylatul Qadr provides a unique opportunity for a countless number of bounties and spiritual breakthrough. Relying on this Quranic assurance, Imam Nurul Khalid of the Apo Legislative Quarters Mosque in his Jumat sermon says Muslims should use their period to pray for national peace and transformation. Abdullahi Ajia reports.
Imam Muhammad Nurul Khalid in his sermon encourages worshippers to remain steadfast through the odd-number nights of the remaining days of this Ramadan in order to benefit from the gracious gift found in the night, urging them to put country first in the order of prayer request to Allah.
We call the attention of people to understand that we have to put Nigeria first in this year's supplications and dua during the search for Laylatul Qadr. And we need to have an urgent intervention from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for what is happening in our nation.
The cleric further enjoins the congregation to sober reflect on the morals, patience and perseverance of Ramadan so as to be better citizens.
He also said that he will be sending down angels of peace from the beginning of the Laylatul Qadr to the end of it. Therefore, we need to utilize this preference of the Night of Majesty.
Being the last Friday in this year's Ramadan, the religious leader invokes Allah's benevolence and mercy for a prosperous nation and its citizens. Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
It's a good day and everyone's excited. Feel the rhythm, let's get the party started. Move your body to the groove as you feel it is bedroom. Anywhere you there, forget about your age. Oh, no. It no matter who you be, you better go enter body. It no matter where you there, I beg you start to jolly. Different groove with the shalala, now we get the vibe, yo yo. Enjoyment, yapa, celebration, na na na. Give me that smooth groove.
Think Chapman, drink smooth.
Ko kun san abu mafi sauki a gare ni shine wato haɗa nin ɗina da lambobi na Glo. Za a iya yin ɗaya a cikin wayannan don wato in kira lamban star 109 star NIN hash ko kuma in kira wato 109 kuma wato in saurari duk umarnin da aka bani in yi amfani da shi. Idan kuma bana so in kira fa sai in tura saƙon text na nin ɗina zuwa 109. Idan kuma ka manta wato da lambar nin ɗin kafa za ka iya buga star 346 hash take lambar za ta fito. Idan kuma ka manta ba ka yi rajista ɗin nin ɗin kafa karka damu ka samu ka shiga kowane ofishin Glo World mafi kusa da kai kai rajista. Haɗa nin ɗinka da lambar Glo ɗinka ba wuya, abu ne mai sauki 100%. Ka ji dai.
Glo Unlimited.
The Nigerian Super Falcons to face world champions USA in this year's Women's National Team Summer Series as Villarreal and Manchester United have a date in the Europa Cup final at the expense of Arsenal as AS Roma, who failed to qualify. Cynthia Ogun has more on Sports Brief.
Aqua United striker Effiong Indifreke has left Nigeria Professional Football League to join Libyan giants Al Ahly Benghazi on a 3.5 years deal. Meanwhile, 9-time African champions Nigeria Super Falcons will be one of the 4 participating teams at this year's Women National Team Summer Series at the BBVA Stadium in Houston. The tournament, which will run between 10th to 16th June, will see the Super Falcons clash with Jamaican team on the 10th before taking on Portugal 3 days later with a last match against the USA squad. Elsewhere, Villarreal held Arsenal to a goalless draw at the Emirates and have qualified for the final of this season's UEFA Europa League on a 2-1 aggregate. And in Rome, Manchester United progressed into the finals despite losing 3-2 to AS Roma with an 8-5 aggregate. The final is expected to hold in Poland on May 26th. With Sports Brief, Cynthia Ogun, NTA News.
Remember, COVID-19 vaccine is free. Please avail yourself the opportunity to be vaccinated. It is the effective way of curtailing the spread of the virus. With that, we conclude the English version of the news. Good evening.
agbaja je we sha je we wona bi ku jagbadai yi wana ba shi ba badai wo mu presi fa yuba wona wa gwana ba je gai anabaja sidai inge abwari abuba bela ku kalashe ablele belebe inge bwari kin pe ina jagawi na do na adokoi ina lakumi na do na nakoi na yakpai gbogbo hadiza godwin iboni wadage benukoi to ba ma bon kwenta ba waza za hai in fi in adna gbato anya ba mutu inge tiga gwamnati yan abai lakogu anya ba mutu ba inge aje inge gwamnati yan da na dai ba bola godialo mbaya bai buhari kin fi gilo in lafiya haye nyanu ko hata bwa ba bai badage nyanu ko logulama agbada nta ba kun so ko ba ni waza abai pe badai inge azaladu inge dubo tagi dubo shi chuagma che tan ya haye mbaku ye corona chifin inkizi na ye kwenyin badanu nyaka aba bwashi ya inge shigbejin atete je ba Dr. Ewot Ndayo beida sanu ba bejin inge yeshi ayokan anya asebe tanimu Williams wadai inge bala azaye baje kalai inge akunbe inkizi da kwenyin agu achie kwenyin ntige ko ba ma ayinai jin na Leila to ye Kodri sa ko shi asanu ko kwa majin ko kwa mazajin wa wanje shoko ya na barka gbogbo ba peje nu sala gan peje nu Khalil be da sanu wo be gin juma wi sala busi agaluko puasapa ko lolo na ina apoyin apoyin wa godo we da bayan dan Qur'ani we da nge salashi go ba shan pa sai ko yin ba ji soko yiwe ya sasa fi dagba naje Abdullah jiya wa da nge ayela nge salashi yi nge ba shin apma in Ramadan suko soko yiwe gi sai ba shin soko yi nge ba nwawoye ba che ba wona ba sasa fi dagba naje fi ikin na ko yin jumawe bada tukọ nu ba be da sanu wo be gin joma yi buse magbaje anabaje kuzo ibe ja da wo kwen na she kwasi yi sai so
Masu kallon mu barkamu da yammaci ga fasarar takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Isiyaku Buhari Suleja. A cikin wannan sati mazauna karamar hukumar Buhari sun shiga cikin dimuwa a lokacin da wa'esu Fulani makiyaya sun shigo ta garin da raƙumai da kuma jakuna da ta hanyar su na yin hijira. Wakiliyar mu Hadiza Godwin Ebony ta ruwaito mana cewa ko da yake harkoki a cikin garin ya ci gaba kuma ana cikin zaman lafiya, amma bayan faruwan haka ɗaya daga cikin makarantu masu zaman kansu sun rufe, amma kasuwanci da kuma ma'aikatan gwamnati sun ci gaba da ayyukansu. An bayyana cewa sama da mutane 96,000 ne a babban birnin tarayya sun karbi allurar rigakafin cutar coronavirus. Wakiliyarmu Asabe Tanimu Williams ta ruwaito mana cewa wanda ya bayyana haka shine sakataren riko na hukumar lafiya na babban birnin tarayya Ewo Ndayo. Shi ya bayyana haka a wajen taron wayar da kai da kuma karawa juna sani game da cutar coronavirus wanda hukumar ta shirya. A hudubar da aka gudanar a masallacin Juma'a na Afo, wakilinmu Abdullahi Ajiya ya ruwaito mana cewa limamin masallacin Nurul Khalil ya yi kira ga 'yan uwa musulmai da su yi amfani da ragowar ranar azumin watan Ramadan da kuma daren Lailatul Qadri don ƙara kusanta ga Allah da kuma yin addu'o'i domin samun babban rabo. Haka kuma ya ƙara da cewa a sanya ƙasa cikin addu'a domin samun zaman lafiya da ci gaban ƙasa. Jama'a, ƙarshen fasarar takaitattun labaran kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
uhuruchi ọma Igbo bụ Igbo, oge erukwala ọzọ maka akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Ọka akọ bụ m Rachel Ifi Ono gere akụkọ ụwa nke taa n'uju ya. Ndị obibi Buhari abụrụla ndị nọ na oke ụjọ n'izuụka dịka ha hụrụ ọtụtụ ndị na-achị efi na efi ha nakwa ịnyịnya ibu ha batara na ya bụ obodo. Hadiza Godwin Ebu na-ewetara akụkọ na ndị bi na ya bụ obodo ka nọkwa na-azụ ahịa ma na-arụkwa ọrụ ha n'ụzọ kwesịrị ekwesị n'agbanyeghị ụjọ ha na-ewe maka ndị ọchị efi. Ọ gakwara n'ihu kwuo na otu ụlọ akwụkwọ mahadum nke na-abụghị nke gọọmenti mechiri maka ụjọ ebe ụlọ akwụkwọ ndị ọzọ ka nọkwa na-agụ akwụkwọ. Ihe karịrị 96,000 bụ ndị obibi isi ala anyị agbaala ọgwụ mgbochi nje korona dịka achịkọtara n'abalị 6 nke ọnwa Mee n'afọ 2021. Asabe Tanimo Williams wetara akụkọ na onye na-anọchite anya odeakwụkwọ ahụike nta n'isi ala anyị Iwok Indayo kpughere nke a mgbe ha na-enye ọzụzụ maka nje korona n'isi ala anyị. Ha jikwa ya bụ ohere kpọkuo ndị obibi isi ala anyị ka ha gbaa mbọ hụ na ha gbara ya bụ ọgwụ mgbochi n'ihi na ọ ga-enye aka belata mmụba nke nje korona. Abalị ise ọbụla kwa izuụka ọbụla ka ndị okpukpe Islam ji eme ekpere maka Jumat. Abdullahi Ajia wetara akụkọ na ọ bụ otu a ka ọ dị taa n'ụlọ okpukpe ha dị na Paul Legislative Quarters ebe onye imam ha Nuru Khalid site n'okwuchukwu ya gbara ndị Muslim niile ume ka ha were oge a tinye uchu na ịkpa udo n'ala anyị. Ọ gakwara n'ihu kwuo na Lailatul Qadri bụ ezigbo ohere ha were iji weta nnwere onwe n'ụzọ dị ukwuu. Igbo bụ Igbo, ebe a ka anyị pịachiri akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebirikwa anyị n'izu ụka ọzọ na-abịanụ. Ndewo.
kalẹ̀ o ẹ̀sìnkú dédé wòyí ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn Bọ́lájí Mátì ni oníròyìn. Láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí àwọn tó ń gbé níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Buhari ti gbọ́kàn sókè bí àwọn darandaran ṣe ń wọ abúlé ọ̀hún pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́ ràkúnmí àti màálù àti ẹrù lẹ́yìn. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Hadiza Godwin Ebu nínú ìjábọ̀ rẹ̀ sọ wípé àwọn aráàlú ọ̀hún ń bá iṣẹ́ òòjọ́ wọn lọ láìsí ìdíwọ́ ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ń bẹ̀rù nítorí àwọn àlejò àìròtẹ́lẹ̀ yìí èyí tó mú kí wọ́n ti ilé ẹ̀kọ́ kan pa láti má fi àyè gba ìgbàkúgbà nígbà tí àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ mìíràn ń bá ètò ẹ̀kọ́ wọn lọ. Adelé ọ̀gá àgbà ètò ìlera kéékèèké l'Àbújá dókítà Iwok Indayo níbi ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àti ètò ìlanilọ́yẹ̀ lórí abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ti COVID-19 sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé nǹkan bíi 100,000 ènìyàn ló ti gba abẹ́rẹ́ ọ̀hún láti ìgbà tí ètò ọ̀hún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ títí di àná òde yìí. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Asabe Tanimo Williams ròyìn wípé àjọ ìgbìmọ̀ ètò ìlera t'Àbújá ló ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ọ̀hún níbi tí wọ́n ti gba gbogbo ará ìlú nímọ̀ràn wípé kí wọ́n gbìyànjú láti gba abẹ́rẹ́ ọ̀hún kí wọ́n sì máa tẹ̀lé àwọn òfin COVID-19. Lèmọ́mù mọ́ṣáláṣí Jímọ̀ ibùgbé àwọn aṣòfin ní Apó Sheikh Nuru Khalid nínú wàásù Jímọ̀ tòní rán gbogbo mùsùlùmí láti dúró gírí pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ti ń sin Ọlọ́run ọba pàápàá láàrin ọjọ́ mẹ́wàá tó kù kí wọ́n lè rí gbogbo àǹfààní àti èrè òru abiyì ìyẹn Lailatul Qadri jẹ. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Abdullahi Ajia ròyìn wípé Sheikh Khalid rọ mùsùlùmí òdodo pátá wípé kí wọ́n fi àkókò ọ̀hún gbàdúrà kí àlàáfíà ìrẹ́pọ̀ àti ìlọsíwájú lè jọba ní orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Tó a ò rí jù báyìí lọ́sẹ̀ yìí títí ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ní àṣẹ t'Èdùmàrè ojúmọ́ ire ni yóò mọ́ wa.